Welcome to Special Topics in Executive Court and Agency Administration, JM 793.708. The Administrator as an Educator, developing an online training module. This is Week 1, Overview of Organizational Theory, Formal Organizations. The instructors are Dr. Segaris and Ken Gibson, faculty with the University of Nevada, Reno Justice Management Program. My name is Dr. Segaris. I would like to begin with introductions. I want to begin with giving you something about my background. I would like to ask your background, course overview, course goals and objectives, and a little bit about the required pre-conference readings. A little bit about myself. I have 34 and a half years experience in the juvenile justice system. In the last 10 years, I have been the Deputy Chief Probation Officer of Cuyahoga County Juvenile Court, where I have had the responsibilities of 1,600 cases and at some points 3,000 cases of youth on probation. I supervised all the probation managers in the district offices, day reporting, and community service. I have always been the lead person for training for probation staff. Prior to that position, I had 17 years of experience as a court trainer, 1.5 years experience in court diversion as a social worker, and several years experience as a probation officer. In addition, I'm an educator at Cleveland State University in the undergraduate and graduate programs in the School of Social Work, in the Joint Master's Program in Social Work with Cleveland State and the University of Akron, in addition to my teaching here at the University of Nevada. I would like for a moment for you to give me a little bit of information regarding yourself. Where you work, what is your current position and responsibilities, what are your learning goals and objectives. As far as the course overview and description, this course is offered in partnership with the National Council of Juvenile and Family Court Judges. It takes place as a conference workshop with prerequisites, reading, on-site conference sessions, and additional online assignments following the conference. Attendance at the conference session is required at the National Council on Juvenile and Family Law, March 14th through 17th, 2010 in Las Vegas, Nevada, sponsored by the National Council of Juvenile and Family Court Judges. The overall goals of the course and objectives are the combined theory and application, and to provide students with an opportunity to design an online training module based on subject matter presented at the conference sessions. The course will be divided in pre-conference online subject matter content that will be focusing on organizational theory, an overview of organizational theory, then focusing on the administrator and manager as the educator in understanding and learning educational theory, adult learning principles, and your role as a manager and as in the educational process of training staff. And then we will end by talking about training designs and how to design and develop and implement training in general, followed with on-site applications of online development of training. The required pre-conference readings is listed in the syllabus. As far as today's lecture in Week 1, we will be focusing primarily on Chapter 12 from Elizabeth Hutchinson's chapter addressing formal organizations. The key points covered in today's lecture will include a definition of the functions of organizations, theoretical perspectives focusing on contemporary organizational theories, and 4 different perspectives: the rational perspective, the systems perspective, and interpretive perspective, and critical perspective. In addition to these key points, As future administrators and managers, you need to understand burnout and its negative organizational outcome and what it can do to staff, and how you can possibly address this in order to more effectively train and educate your staff. And in those areas, we will look at burnout, we will look at your responsibility to lead, leading the way to a culturally sensitive workplace, and a final note, the need for new theorizing. Every administrator is responsible to build a set of organizational leadership capabilities. In the contemporary globalized multicultural world, administrators must be able to live with change and flux, live with ambiguity, recognize multiple perspectives and situations. As a future administrator, or as a current administrator, you must know how to maneuver bureaucracies and complex systems, how to manage diversity, and how to advocate for change. I've had the opportunity in the last 10 years, and in fact in my 34 and a half years, to maneuver a bureaucracy where I have worked with 12 different administrative judges, 7 different court administrators throughout my career in the largest juvenile court in the state of Ohio. What is a formal organization, and how does it impact individuals? A formal organization is a collectivity of people with a high degree of formality, of structure, working together to meet a goal or goals. The basic definition has 3 components. 1, a collectivity of people. 2, a highly formal structure. And 3, the common purpose of working together to meet a goal or goals. Formal organizations are an inseparable part of contemporary society and can be both functional and dysfunctional for society or for specific groups. On the plus side, formal organizations help individuals meet their needs. They help individuals fulfill their goals, and they nurture individual development. There are many people who need to work for organizations, and without this, they cannot function. On the negative side, formal organizations make stressful demands. They inhibit holistic development, and they constrain behavior. There are others who can't work for formal organizations, and they may find themselves in difficult situations. Examples of formal organizations. In your readings, refer to Exhibit 12.1, the functions of formal organizations in your readings. In summary, formal organizations organize society. They are political institutions. They are instruments of systems maintenance and advancements. They are change agents. They create cultures and countercultures. They are tools of implementation, tools of development, destructive forces, instruments of oppression and domination. They are alienators. They are tension management systems. They threaten individual rights. They are a form of administrative state of governance, and they are a form of discourse. Formal organizations are a number and a variety of different elements. As we look